Now we have already seen the table visual. The by default it is created with us, so we can actually go ahead and make this as a table visual. So I clicked here and I'm trying to make it as a table visual. So you see that it is a table visual now. So we have got our table visual now. Table visual is one visual where actually one thing which you have to remember, the values are not going to repeat. If we think like, you know, in table visual, if there's something which is repeating and I put it, it is going to repeat. It's not. So though we only see value out here, the unsummarized column, the columns which are unsummarized, like if you right click here and you say don't summarize it, you click here and you say sum, I can change the summarization. So like right now I can go ahead and say it is average. So even if I select everything which is unsummarized, it's not going to repeat. Okay, it's going to give the distinct value only. And to experiment that, what we have to do is, let's go ahead and put, so let's put issue type. Okay, and with ring time, and we'll make ring time as unsummarized. And we know we have duplicate value in time, so we'll say don't summarize it in this visual. And on particular visual, you, and let's sort it here. So let's see, is there some value which are repeating? Okay, so for bill 1, for internet 1, mobile 1, network 1, payment 1, forward 1, portal 1, unknown 1, no repetition. Okay, and then to test it out, it dragged one more time ring time. Now you see there is a sum value coming in. Now prior to that also this was not coming to twice. So by default there is a group by, or there is a distinct value. If you take two columns which are ungrouped, they are distinct. And you moment you take is sum, they will act as a group by. So don't expect Power BI to show you line level data. There is no visual out here. You can add an index column, less like we added into the Power Query in our dimension tables which we created, or the master table which we created, and you can use that to display it. In that scenario, you will not have a repetition because you have created a unique column in Power BI which you can use it. But we don't have a table to show everything unsummarized or at line level. So basically you can have unsummarized, everything can be unsummarized, but there is nothing which you can show at line level. It's all, if it is unsummarized, it's going to be distinct. And there is some measure or some average, min, max measure, every aggregated measure, it's rest of them are group bys which are unsummarized. It's a distinct versus group by. So that we have to understand pretty clearly. Many of you will have doubt when you create, oh I need this. So if you need that, please have a unique column in your table if you want to display. And again, one more thing, which is we don't have a serial number in Power BI, so I can't add a serial number. So if you say I need a serial number, the best thing I can do is I can create some kind of a rank which will display as a serial number, but we will not have serial number out here. So right now that functionality is not available. There is idea open for the serial number, you can go ahead and vote for that, but there is no serial number right now in Power BI, so you cannot display at a table level or the visual level. Serial number is not there. Now you have seen the table visual, you have seen, you know, how it is grouping the data. It's not the line level data display, it's the grouped data display only. The another grouped data display is matrix visual. Now matrix visual is bit different from the table visual. Now it can be displayed very similar to table visual, but not the table visual. So I can, so right now what happened, it has a row, it has a column, and it has a value, so it shows like a, you know, pivot table kind of stuff. I can actually go ahead and put ring time out here, unsummarized ring time out here, and then I can expand it here. Okay, so I can always have this kind of you know, scenario where I can, you know, display expanded table. This might not be the right thing to have here. Let's drag company out here, so remove it and drag company out here. Now we have this, so we have this kind of display which is coming, and this is you know, display which we are getting. And if you want to change this display, actually you can go to the properties here and search for stepped layout. So you get this kind of display. This, you might be very familiar with this kind of display, where you have this kind of display which is basically, you have seen it in Excel, and the similar Excel pivot table specifically, and you can have it here. Now I have done it like, you know, pressing on this button, but I have these icons out here. So if I click here, you know, and if I say, so from issue type I reach to the company, Okay, I go back here. Now this was actually drilling down, and if I can expand out here, so I actually expanded it, whatever I've done with plus button, and it's not only I opened build, I actually opened everything else also. Okay, I can go back here. Then here in the properties, I can sort on only on ring time and issue type. Now I can have more in the more thing in the this one, like I have rows. I can also have both rows and columns. It's not that I can only have rows. But let's take issue type on the column. That's a smaller one because we don't want to cluttered up this column, and we have this company, and let's take something else also on the row. So we have country, so country and the company, let's take it here on the rows. Okay, and we can actually explode it like this, and you can see here. Now on the top also you can have on the issue type, we can also have, let's drag a date out here. Now right now in the date we have this these things which are there. Now the moment you dragged it, now it's showing expand icon on both. And first of all, before we do anything, let's remove date from here, and let's remove month from here, and we only leave with year, quarter, and then I say column, and then I say expand columns. Okay, so I have those two options, like drill and expand. And say expand, and you can see now under the network I see, years, and I further expand, I can see the quarters. Okay, two times, and if I save in this position, it will remain in this position. So the complex pivots which you created in Excel, you can come back and repeat in Power BI. Power BI in some time would be able to repeat it 100%. Other time you would be certain things which you might have done in Excel might not be able to repeat in Power BI. And the basic reason is Power BI is more kind of tool driven by rule, so there could be certain chances that you might not able to repeat everything, but most of the things you are able to repeat. Now there is exclamation sign here, exclamation sign, and it's showing too many values are not showing on the data. So this means that you have too many values out here, and if you can see, we have a pretty big column out here. Let me remove this. I only made it year. Now because of that, it was not showing all the columns. So there is a limitation, how far you can go with the number of columns. So you need to remember, if you're creating complex pivot, that it might not show all the values. Every visual has some limitations, so you have to take care of that. So this is matrix visual for you, and this is one of the visual which is pretty enriched. A lot of properties are around out here, not only on rows and columns. So we will have a separate session. We will go ahead and cover this, all the details with conditional formatting and everything all out there. So we will go ahead and try those things out. Now we have this key influencer visual out here, so we can click on that. Okay, so it's running the analysis on the key influencer visual, whatever we have. Okay, the country Afghanistan does not have enough data to run these analysis. Okay, so let's click on top segment. Does it find out anything? Okay, so what, let's do one thing. Let's remove this, and let's move issue type out here, analyze by issue type, and let's only say ring time, and let's say old talk time. Let's see, does it work for us? And it says not more talk found. Let's say city. Let's try this out. Okay, so we don't have enough data, so let's leave it. Let's try this decomposition tree. Now here, expand it on high value and low value, and we went to the next level, which is city. After city we don't have anything, but we can actually go ahead and add issue type. So you got all the issue types. So in this manner you can expand and see. Then you have this Q&A to explore smart narratives. You can add a smart narratives out here. We don't have support for summarization for the selected visual, so we'll leave it. Smart narratives, we have to write down actually something here, and then we can actually add the measures out here. So we'll leave this right now. We'll say Control Z. then ArcGIS map if you have the visual, then Power App if you want to add you have, and then you can say get more visuals out here if you need to be logged in for this. So now you've seen this bit of those visuals out here. Let's go back to the summary here. Now what I would like is you to try out something. So what you have to do is, we got this total time from the Power Query. We have talk time here. Find out the remaining time, and I'm not calling other time because we might have already created a measure. Let's see what we are calling that. So we have other time already. So that would be equivalent of other time, but what you do is talk time minus total time minus talk time and call it remaining time. Okay, and then create a percentage for remaining time. So that first one you have to create as a column, and then the second one is you have to create as a measure is, you know, remaining time percentage, sum of remaining time divided by sum of total time. That's what you have to try it out. Now go ahead and try this out. Pause this video here, try it out, and once you are done, just come back and see I'm doing the same exercise out here. Are you able to do it or not?